Have you ever felt like you finally healed your anxiety, only for it to come back out of nowhere? You meditate, you journal, you eat healthy, you know all the coping tools, but suddenly your heart starts racing again. Your mind spirals, and you think, wait, I thought I was past this. This is the part no one really talks about, the after-healing anxiety. Because healing doesn't always mean never feeling anxious again. Sometimes it means learning how to meet anxiety when it returns, without fear. And that's what this video is about. I remember a morning not long ago. The sun was shining, I had my matcha, I felt peaceful. And then, for no reason, that old familiar wave hit me. Heart pounding, tight chest. Thoughts racing. What if something's wrong again? It felt like I had fallen back years in my progress. My first instinct was panic. Why is this happening again? Did I do something wrong? Am I broken again? But then I realized this wasn't a relapse. It was a reminder. Anxiety wasn't punishing me. It was showing me what I still resist inside. Here's the truth no one tells you. Healing isn't a straight line. It's more like a spiral. You revisit old emotions, but every time from a slightly higher level of awareness. So when anxiety comes back, it's not proof you failed. It's proof you're going deeper. You're revisiting the same lessons, but this time with more wisdom. You're no longer the person who gets lost in anxiety. You're the one watching it. That's what real healing feels like. Not the absence of anxiety, but the presence of awareness. Even if your mind understands healing, your body holds memories. The nervous system remembers the old fear responses. So sometimes anxiety shows up, not because something's wrong, but because your body is releasing tension it never got to finish. Think of it like emotional detox. When your system finally feels safe enough, it starts to shake out the leftover fear that's been stored for years. That shaking, that racing heart, that sense of unease, it's not a setback. It's energy leaving your body. The key is, don't fight it. Don't try to get rid of it. Your only job is to allow it to move through. We live in a culture obsessed with perfection, even spiritual perfection. Everyone talks about complete healing like it's a medal you earn. But the truth? No one is ever perfectly calm all the time. Even the most grounded people still experience stress, fear, or anxiety. They've just learned how to relate to it differently. Healing is not about becoming immune to life. It's about becoming open to it. It's about being okay with the messiness of being human. When I finally stopped chasing permanent peace, everything changed. Because the moment you expect peace to stay forever, you create fear of losing it. And that fear is what keeps anxiety alive. Now, when I feel anxiety, I don't analyze it anymore. I simply say, I see you. You're welcome here. Sometimes I breathe. Sometimes I touch the ground, literally. I put my hands in the soil of my plants. It's my way of telling my body, we're safe. And that one small act brings me back to the present faster than any technique. What if your anxiety isn't a sign of regression, but a sign of expansion? Every time we grow, our nervous system meets new edges of discomfort. And that discomfort feels like anxiety. So if you're feeling anxious again after healing, it might mean your life is opening, not closing. You're stretching into a bigger version of yourself. So if you're watching this and thinking, why do I still get anxious? Know this, you're not broken. You're evolving. Healing is not about reaching the end. It's about walking the path with gentleness again and again. If this message resonated with you, you're part of a small group of people who are waking up to a deeper truth. That peace is not found by escaping anxiety, but by meeting it with love. Let me know in the comments, when was the last time anxiety surprised you even after healing? And how did you respond? And if you're new here, I'm Purple Soul. I share real stories and tools for people who want to find calm after anxiety, not by running away from it, but by coming home to themselves.